Is there a trend indicator better than super trend? Traders are starting to replace it with the radius trend indicator, and in this particular video we'll break down exactly why. Now let's start by adding the radius trend indicator to the chart. Okay, the radius trend indicator, this is how the indicator looks like. It's actually a trend following tool that provides clear buy and sell signals while filtering out market noise. Now, unlike the super trend, it adapts to price movements more smoothly, helping you stay in strong trends without getting caught in false breakouts. Okay, so now why are traders choosing radius trend over super trend? Here are the key advantages. One is that this indicator tries to minimize false signals. Now, there is no guarantee that there will not be a false signal. Okay, there are a lot of indicators out there, and there is no singular indicator that is foolproof, right? No indicator guarantees profit. No indicator is 100% accurate. So there is no guarantee that there's not going to be a false signal. However, super trend can trigger exits too soon, while the radius trend tries to keep you longer in a trade, okay? Especially if you are trading in the direction of trends, all right? And then this indicator also has a stronger trend confirmation. It helps you avoid whipsaws in volatile markets, and it's adaptive to volatility, meaning that it adjusts dynamically to changing price action. Furthermore, the indicator works across markets. So whether you're trading Forex, stocks, or crypto, this indicator fits all strategies. Okay. So now, let us just do a little comparison. I'm going to add the super trend indicator to the chart. Okay. All right. Now remember that the super trend indicator, let me close this. Just hide this. You can see the super trend indicator works with these, red lines, shaded red area, and the green lines and the shaded green area, right? While the radius trend indicator is this radius-like indicator, right? Blue shaded area and curved lines, red shaded area and curved lines, right? Okay, so I'm going to show both of them now. Okay, so on the chart we have both the super trend and the radius trend. Okay, so you can see that at some point when we have a particular trend coming to an end, like what we have happening here, right? This was a buy move. This was a buy move. Let's just kind of compare the speed of the indicators in observing a trend reversal. Let's compare their speeds. Okay, so we can see that here there was a buy move initially while the super trend was still telling you to buy up till this point, right? You can see that this particular green line is serving as a dynamic support, right? That's for the super trend, and up to this point it was still telling you that the buy move is still going on. You can see that the radius trend ended the buy around here. Can you see that? You can see that the curve ended around here. So if you are in a buy trade, you should be exiting around here, and you should look no further for buy opportunities. Okay, so in that case you can see that the radius trend was swifter in identifying the end of a trend and the beginning of a new trend, because you can see that the radius trend indicator give a sell signal around here. You can see right around this particular point. Can you see that right around the particular point we had a sell signal from the radius trend? Can you see? But the super trend gave its own sell signal around here. So basically the radius trend was faster. Okay, that is one. Okay, that's like one of the you know, the good sides of the radius trend with respect, in comparison to the super trend. Now let's just see if we can, point out something else. All right. See if there's any other obvious, difference that we can point out. Now, the super trend is actually a great indicator, right? It's a great indicator. I'm not saying that, if you are using super trend that you should stop using it and suddenly switch to radius trend. I'm just, trying to point out what I can observe on the chart, okay? And you that is watching, if you can also observe something else on the chart, then you can feel free to point it out in the comment section, because one of the things that I personally can observe is the radius trend being faster than the super trend. Okay, but it seems as if it's not all the time. But you can see that particular example we highlighted is the radius trend was actually faster than here. Here, it seems like both the radius trend and super trend gave a sell signal at the same time. Okay. All right. Now, if you are a scalper, the radius trend gave a signal to catch this short pullback. But it seems like the super trend didn't give any signal at all because it was focusing more on the overall trend. All right. And then here again, we can see that we had a signal from the radius trend. The radius trend gave us a signal, and the super trend ended the sell signal around here, gave a buy signal around here, even though that the indicator was, even though the price action was consolidating, right? You can see that the candlesticks were moving sideways. So the super trend actually gave a false signal around here because candlesticks were moving sideways, and the overall trend was still a sell. Actually, the impulse move was still a sell, right? But the super trend gave a buy signal, while the radius trend still maintained a sell, sell signal, maintained the fact that there was still prevailing bearish momentum. So this is just another difference that I was able to observe right now. Okay, so now if you are using the radius trend indicator, it's pretty simple. Okay, basically when the price is above this this light blue shaded area, it's a buy signal. So it means that the market is in an uptrend, and when the price is below this red shaded area, it's a sell signal, meaning that the market is trending downward. Okay, and of course it also helps to confirm trend reversals earlier than super trend, meaning faster decisions with fewer whipsaws. All right. Okay, so should you replace super trend with radius trend? Well, if you have struggled with late entries, false exits, or inconsistent signals, then radius trend might actually be the upgrade that you need. Okay, so if this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe for more trading insights, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. What do you think? Have you tried the radius trend indicator yet? Do you think it's better than super trend? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Happy trading.